Ez made another one. You already know the thing. So, next topic we're going to get into, man like Kanye West, aka Ye, wherever he goes by these days. So, Kanye was supposed to perform at Wireless this year in London, in the UK, Finsbury Park. We haven't heard anything about him not performing yet. However, there's been a lot of backlash over this. PEPSI, one of the main sponsors of the thing, even pulled out because of all of this. So let's get straight into the news clip and let's see what's going on.
A Grammy Award-winning artist with over 160 million record sales and a self-declared Nazi who has glorified Hitler and sold swastika t-shirts. Kanye West is all these things, and now he's been invited to headline this summer's Wireless Festival. Understandably, the move has provoked fierce condemnation. The Prime Minister told The Sun on Sunday it's deeply concerning that Kanye West has been booked to perform at Wireless despite his previous anti-Semitic remarks and celebration of Nazism.
You gotta remember though, he was, I'm not making excuses for this because what he was saying was disgusting and I don't agree with it at all. But he was, you know, I believe he's bipolar and he wasn't taking his medication when he was going through all of this. This is according to Kanye and, you know, his team and whatnot. So, like I said, I'm not making excuses for anything he's saying, but that's just what it was at the time, innit? He's obviously come out and apologized, but yeah, people are still not happy with stuff he was saying, and he was saying a lot of mad stuff. Like, he was moving mad, literally. He got banned off Twitter. Like, literally, they had to silence him because he was going too mad. But let's keep it going.
Anti-Semitism in any form is abhorrent and must be confronted firmly wherever it appears. Everyone has a responsibility to ensure Britain is a place where Jewish people feel safe. West has recently apologized for his anti-Semitism, saying it was down to his mental health, explaining that a car accident that happened 25 years ago fractured his brain and led to bipolar. In a letter, he says, "I lost touch with reality. Things got worse the longer I ignored the problem. I said and did things I deeply regret." In that...
Yeah, because he did say a lot, but I do believe him though. I literally do believe him, and you know, it is a bit mad that he still has to face his backlash and still, you know, but at the same time, because he's such an icon, like, he's such a big figure in this thing, his reach is out there, like, he reaches a lot of people. So stuff he says gets echoed around the world. Like, it's not like it just stays local or it just stays on his Twitter feed. Like, this gets echoed around the whole world. So, it is mad. Let's keep it going.
Fractured state, I gravitated towards the most destructive symbol I could find, the swastika, and even sold t-shirts bearing it. And he continued, "I regret and am deeply mortified by my actions in that state and am committed to accountability, treatment, and meaningful change. It does not excuse what I did, though. I'm not a Nazi or an anti-Semite. I love Jewish people." While there is an understanding of West's condition, the festival's organisers have been warned that they must act responsibly.
I feel sympathy for his mental health challenges and for his bipolar disorder, but I think that the challenges, we saw this at BAFTA as well, that doesn't mean you should give people a stage to spout what might be really problematic things. The people who care about these artists and should be not giving them a problematic place to air those views.
PEPSI, a major festival sponsor, has withdrawn its support. Others could follow. In Finsbury Park, where the festival will take place in July.
Yeah, and then if other sponsors follow, then pretty much what everyone pulls out, is there even still going to be a festival? So that's mad. And then what if Kanye decides not to perform? Are Pepsi going to come back and support the thing again? Cause this is all mad. And they've been a part of this thing for years as well. Let's keep it going.
The controversy has divided opinion.
His music is undeniable, and pre all of the quote-unquote anti-Semitic messaging or quotes he said on social media, his music resonates with a lot of people.
He's said some pretty controversial things. I like him as an artist, I like his music, but he probably shouldn't be performing and given the platform that he's been given here.
I like his music, but I don't like him as a person. I think the industry's gotten to him a bit too much and he refuses to believe there's something wrong with him.
But then that should be with like a lot of these artists then, innit? Because like what? No one in the world is perfect. Especially these artists, like no one's perfect. And I'm pretty sure like these artists performing, they've got like priors and stuff. And the worst thing is, Kanye, this is not even a crime. Like, this is not, well, it's hate crimes what he's saying. So, but he hasn't been arrested for anything. He hasn't been nicked. He hasn't been charged with anything. It's stuff that he's been saying that's just been moving mad. Which, again, I do not agree with at all. But it's like, you're going to let people with priors and that, and criminal records and that perform, which, fam, let you do your thing, innit? Like, it's your past, innit? But I don't know, it's all a bit mad. As long as you haven't done nothing too mad in your past, then I think that, everyone was young at a stage, everyone was dumb at a stage. As long as you ain't done nothing too mad, and I'm pretty sure you could read between the lines, who's to say that we can't evolve as people and become better people if we're not given the chance? So let's keep it going.
Kanye was blocked from entering Australia last year over his Hitler song. The Home Secretary has the power to ban West from appearing here too. Kanye West last performed in the UK back in 2015 when he was the headline act at Glastonbury, but in the 11 years since, he's gone from being one of the most streamed artists in the world to being one of the most controversial. So controversial, in fact, that his visa, which will let him come and play here in July, is now under serious threat. Sky News understands Kanye West has yet to apply for a visa to the UK. Ashish Joshi, Sky News in Finsbury Park.
So there you go, it's all mad. Literally, we just gotta wait and see what they're saying, but let's get into a few more reactions about this whole wireless thing.
Main sponsor of Wireless Festival in London after Kanye West was announced as the headliner for all 3 days. The rapper, who is now known as Ye, has drawn widespread criticism for anti-Semitic comments he's made in recent years. Last year, he declared himself a Nazi, released a song called Heil Hitler, and sold t-shirts featuring a swastika on his clothing website. In January, he took out a full-page advert in a US newspaper apologising for his anti-Semitic behaviour, saying bipolar disorder had meant he'd lost touch with reality. Drinks company Diageo, which owns brands like Captain Morgan Rum, has also withdrawn from the festival as it stands. Wireless organisers Festival Republic and Kanye West representatives have been approached for comment.
Yeah, you see, a lot of people are starting to withdraw. It's mad. So that's my question, isn't it? If Kanye decides to not perform, do these people then come back? Because what about the other performers? And like, it's all mad. It's all mad. Let's get into one more reaction, man. Big up Bouncer, man. Let's go.
Ooh. The main sponsor of Wireless, PEPSI, and another sponsor, has pulled out after a decade of sponsoring Wireless on the back of Kanye West performing. Commodore and Active, go watch the full YouTube, but please watch this. And please help me here.
So for Wireless Festival this year, that's PEPSI, have now withdrawn their sponsorship. Just to underline how potentially serious this is, they are the main sponsor. If you were to go on Wireless's website, you will see the festival presented as
the main sponsors. You see it there? That's what I'm saying. What's going to happen with the rest of the festival and whatnot? Like, comment down below, man. What do you think? Like, let me know your thoughts on this as well. Let's keep it going.
Pepsi Max presents Wireless Festival. If you go on the Instagram page for Wireless over the last couple of days, they've been posting about this and they have tagged Pepsi in those posts. But Pepsi have now said they are withdrawing their sponsorship, and this is because there has been a backlash to the decision by the organisers to invite Kanye West as the headliner over 3 days in July, where he is going to be...
Now, help me here, guys, yeah? Obviously, look, Wireless is basically owned by Live Nation. Live Nation is the biggest organisation in the world. They make billions. They own Live. So, cool. They're not short of a pound, no. But Ain't there a conversation before announcement? Didn't Pepsi Max know this? And this is why things don't make sense for me. Obviously, we go back to the BAFTAs, BBC, and we watch this.
Delroy and I are delighted to be presenting the first BAFTA of the night for a vital part of movie making.
No, I understand.
We're here to celebrate.
I understand. The brother here's got Tourette's. John Davison.
Hello. The man himself.
Yeah. The man. Did anyone tell me if John Davison?
Yeah, I know. It's mad what they choose to air and then what they choose to censor. Do you see it? But then, come on, man. Like, black people wear, you know, like, according to the world and whatnot, it just seems like we're bottom of the barrel. Like, do you get it? Like, they can disrespect us. And, yeah, we can complain about it, but it's just like, so what? Which is wrong. I don't agree with that at all. But that's just how it seems, innit? So they'll let things like that run on TV. And they will censor out, you know, other things.
Apologized. Or he shouldn't apologize. He's got Tourette's. Like, obviously, he can't control what he's saying. Then, obviously, well, Kanye West has bipolar, and if you don't take his medication, we obviously has mental health, and he's been saying crazy stuff, which he's apologized. But I'm just confused. Just help me here, guys. Like, obviously, the BBC, they aired in the N-word, you get me? And when it was free, obviously that word, they decided to take it out. But anyway, look, like I said, it's mad.
Yeah, that is a good point still, I'm not going to lie. But then again, like I just said, like, you know, they choose what they can air and they choose what they will censor. And if it's affecting, like, black people as a community, like, there's not much thought there, innit? But if it's affecting other communities, I think that there's just a little bit more thought there, which I don't agree with, but, you know, that's just the world we live in. We can keep calling it out and hopefully we can start to see change, but it's like, how long do we have to keep calling this stuff out, you know? But let's not deviate from the point, man. Kanye West, we don't know if he's still gonna do it. You know, we'll just wait and see for the updates. But let me know your thoughts in the comments. You know, should Kanye be allowed to perform at Wireless with no backlash, or should he not be allowed to perform? You know, let's debate about it. But that's about it from me, man. I'm out.
Thought so big it leave your marrow in a distance. Slapped it in Streatham and they heard it in Brixton. Big belly came for the cake, Mr. Kipling. Moving all this way had me feeling like a kingpin. I was born as a sufferer, scorned as a sufferer, hustle as a sufferer, troubled as a sufferer. I pray mommy never mourn for a sufferer. By any means soon shine as a prosperer. I was born as a sufferer, scorned as a sufferer, hustle as a sufferer, troubled as a sufferer. I pray